Night fam, this is so important. The world is experiencing a second wave of COVID-19. India seems to be losing control over the numbers. Brazil just exceeded 1 million cases. America's mass protest will cause an explosion of infections. Countries like Bangladesh or Pakistan are gaining thousands every day. And with almost 9 million cases globally, everything keeps on changing. Only 2 days ago, the world has seen the highest amount of COVID-19 cases in a day, 150,000. This is why this topic needs global attention, because it's about 45 countries that know how to win against COVID-19. Let's start with the first country that officially won. Last week, New Zealand declared that it has no active cases of COVID-19. 0 people infected in the whole country.
Today there are no active cases in New Zealand.
So what can we learn from them? New Zealand managed to win because they are the learners themselves. They learned from the successes and failures of the United States, South Korea and Italy. They locked the country, implemented widespread testing and traced anyone who may have been in contact with COVID-19. But what is most important are their Prime Minister's actions. And in this case, many politicians from other countries could learn a lot from her. She relied on scientific experts to make the decisions, not the political gain or personal opinion, but true facts and knowledge. And that is what helped the most. Now, with no coronavirus, people can go to restaurants or stores. Now they have the life most of us cannot wait for. And few days ago, when New Zealand got 2 new imported cases, this was the response.
An unacceptable failure. Our borders and the controls at our borders must be rigorous.
2 cases treated so seriously. And it is not only New Zealand. In fact, there are 44 more countries that have a very good response to COVID-19, and one of them is Vietnam. At first, when I looked at Vietnam, I didn't take it seriously because I saw it didn't do enough nationwide testing. But then as I dug deeper, I found this graph. They are winning because they applied the early responders strategy. So far, not a single person died from the virus. Vietnam is a country of 96 million people and is located right next to China. So how did they do it? They learned from the SARS outbreak in 2003, and that is how they were at the forefront of the world when it comes to the speed. After the first cases were confirmed, the government banned public gatherings and began implementing very early lockdowns. At some point, even though there were only 10 confirmed COVID-19 cases in the whole country, an entire town of 10,000 people was put under quarantine for 3 weeks to not spread them further. And it's not just me. Even Singaporean Prime Minister congratulated Vietnam on their great response. Vietnam and New Zealand give us a lot of hope, but what gives even more hope is that exactly 45 countries are doing a good job against COVID-19. Right now, Iceland is open for tourists. All you got to do is to take a test and you are welcome. They won! Right now, Taiwan has no new cases and now they are helping the rest of the world by donating millions of masks. They won! Right now, Australia, Switzerland, Bhutan, Malta, Sri Lanka and 35 more countries are doing very well. They are on the way to winning. To all the countries who are or will experience the second wave of COVID-19, I hope you see this video. Because if right now more and more countries celebrate victories over the virus, then one day, I know, we will all celebrate together.